This year again has seen thousands of migrants arrive on the Italian island of Lampedusa. The problem is so acute that resources on the island are now at a breaking point. Migrants, mostly men from sub-Saharan Africa and the Middle East, reside at a holding center also known as the hotspot. The EU border agency Frontex says smuggling gangs are running increasingly sophisticated and competitive operations. But what's the story of human beings trying to get to Europe for a better life? Well, the BBC's Thomas Nadi made a documentary on this very subject and sent us this report.
We often hear about the number of people rescued or dead in the central Mediterranean Sea trying to make it to Europe. But we don't get to know more about their personal stories. That's what I sought to explore in the documentary. The idea came about when I chanced upon the work of an Italian photographer. He had taken pictures of neatly arranged objects left behind by migrants in a makeshift museum on the Italian island of Lampedusa. It piqued my interest, so I decided to dig deeper. And I found out that some of the pictures were also shared on social media and people were commenting, expressing shock. So the question that immediately came to my mind was, where are all those people? The search itself was a very grueling and frustrating process. In Lampedusa, I found different documents, phone books, pictures, passports belonging to mostly West African migrants, and a wallet containing a Ghanaian driver license. When I was unsuccessful in reaching anyone through the countless phone numbers in the address book, I decided to trace the owner of the Ghanaian wallet. But bureaucracy and data protection laws prevented me from getting any information for several months. A breakthrough came when I spoke to Mr. Frank Aproti of the Document Fraud Expertise Center of the Ghana Immigration Service. He managed to find the phone number for a relative of the owner of the driver's license. That is how I was able to reach Richard Opoku. Hello, Richard. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Thomas.
I'm in front of your house. I can't wait to meet you.
Live and Khaled.
I'm in Germany, live and Khaled.
You shortly.
All right. I can't wait.
So here we are. Welcome home.
The emotional part of producing this documentary was when I visited the cemetery in Lampedusa. There's a section dedicated to migrants who died at sea. There, I saw a lot of graves of unidentified migrants. And in Ghana, people have told me that they are still waiting to hear from their loved ones who tried to cross the Mediterranean to Europe. There were also graves of those who were clearly identified. But the most important thing here is that each of the graves had a disturbing personal story. And I will never forget the story of a 5-month-old baby who slipped from the mother's hands and drowned during a rescue.
Wow, can I have it?
When I eventually met Richard in Germany, he told me about his ordeal. He said he knew the risk involved, but decided to take a chance. He was kidnapped and tortured in Libya for ransom until a benevolent lady paid for him to be released. Now, on the Mediterranean, he said that they were asked not to eat food, but to only drink water because they were so crowded that they couldn't even move their legs, nor answer nature's call. After going through all this ordeal, he had imagined an easy life in Europe, but things didn't turn out that way.
When I was in Africa, I thought in Europe, things are easy. You get money easy, but it's not like that. You have to work hard. But at home, there was no plan for me to lay my hands on to survive. So I would say that I'm grateful to be here.
A lot of young people embark on these dangerous journeys because of hopelessness. And I think that African leaders must do more to provide better economic opportunities for the youth. There's also the need for sensitization. And the Ghana Immigration Service has chosen to use this film as part of their awareness creation.
You can catch the BBC's Thomas Nadi's documentary on the BBC's YouTube channel.